Let's go. Welcome to On the Attack with Mac, a podcast meant to inspire, motivate, and even educate you to go out there and win in life. I'm your host, Cornell Mac, and I am geeked up because we are going to have a fun show today. I'm going to be talking about the Beginner 3.0, which is the third show in the series that I've entitled The Beginner. And today I'm going to give you the 5 ways that I have got new customers in my 9 years. And I'm going to kind of do it in a chronological order and how I actually used each one of these five methods of getting new customers. So I hope that you are ready for a fun show. Then at the end, or maybe whenever we get done with that, if you would like to join the show and you're watching on YouTube, hit the link that is at the top of the comment section. It is pinned. I would love to hear some ways that you have got customers. If you want to jump in, we could do a medley style, or if someone wants to just come in because no one else jumps in the green room, that's how we'll do it. But we're going to give you the 5 ways that I personally have used, uh, the 5 ways that the 5 methods that I've used to get new customers in my 9 years. We have 97 customers now. So maybe you have more than that. Maybe you have a little bit less. If some of these have worked for you, make sure you comment down below. Let me know that these have worked for you. And if you feel like I've left something out and you're using it and you want to help someone else out, do me a favor and comment down below so that we can put it up on the screen. So when people watch this later on YouTube, I don't look doesn't look like we're gonna be on Instagram tonight, but on wherever the video is shown, you could help someone else by lighting the path for them. Since you're a light bringer, let's go. We're all light bringers out here. But we always start each show on Monday nights with a motivational minute. After we do some live shout outs. So we got let me put the banner up real quick for the live viewer shout outs. If you get in here early and you comment, if you show up on Instagram, I can just see who you are. You got to comment if you're watching on YouTube and you want to get shouted out. So we got Spence Crisco. He was in here before the show even got started. That's my homie. He's a channel member. We also got Clark Williamson in the building. We got GBB in the building. Clayton Blunt in the building. Says gang. Lone Wolf Landscaping. I don't know what's going on with IG. I apologize, but we got Lawrence Tolbert in here. And I'm sure some more people will trickle in as we go. I'm not sure why Instagram won't let me go live, but it's been messing up the last 3 out of 4 weeks. So that's unfortunate. But that's the viewer shout outs that we got so far. We'll get some more in here a little bit later as more people trickle in. Again, if you want to be shouted out during the live viewer shout outs, make sure that you're commenting down below when you're watching on YouTube. If you also have any questions tonight you want like me to address, put them down in the comment section and share this thing out. Heart, send some heart emojis or however that works on YouTube so we can get out to some more people. Before we even get started, 50% or and you want 50% off of your Equip Expo registrations, Mac 50 will save you that 50% you're looking for. You just got to put code Mac 50 in at sign out, or you can hit the link down in the show description or in the podcast show notes, and it'll be preloaded for you with a direct link. So I will be down there. I am excited for Equip Expo, but let's get to this week's motivational minute. And it is now about to be July. When this comes out on podcast, it will be July. So we're almost halfway through. Well, we might be a little more than halfway through the season. And now is the time for us to really buckle down and not look back, man. If you are struggling right now, it's time to change. Is we just getting past halfway. We're almost at halfway. You can make some decisions to change what you got going on so you can have a better second half. If you've watched the NBA this year, the Indiana Pacers made it to the finals. They did not win the finals, but man, did they have some comebacks in the second halves and fourth quarters of a lot of those games and hitting game winning shots at the end. And so you are in the game. You got to make sure you stay focused and watch your game tape. Do things that are going to help you get faster, more efficient, help you gain more customers, increase your route density. Do the things that you know are going to help you because you've seen other people who are doing it or talking about it, whether you're watching YouTube videos or Instagram, TikToks, or you're listening to podcasts, to people who are actually doing what you want to do. All right, because it's the second half, and before you know it, it's gonna be the fourth quarter, and the season's going to be on the line for you to get what you want to get out of this season. So stay focused, stay in the game. All right. And make whatever in game adjustments you need to make so that the rest of your season can be the best of your season. All right. You got this. Don't get discouraged and don't bow down in this heat of July, August, and early September that we got coming up. This is the nitty gritty. It's supposed to get harder. When the season gets shorter, the game gets shorter. So be ready to hit the game winning shot and make those in season adjustments that you need to make so that you can make the rest of your season the best of your season. You got this. Let's go. Let's get to this week's winner of the week. We only got one this week. My homie, he reached out to me and he gave me some very good news, right? Each and every week, I like to honor someone or multiple people or a group of people like mothers or fathers on their respective days of the year. But if you would like to be a winner of the week or you want to nominate someone to be a winner of the week because we will not acknowledge them every Monday night around 9:08, 9:10 p.m. during the winner of the week segment. And all you got to do is DM me at Mac_landscaping412 on Instagram, or you can email me at MacLandscaping412 at gmail.com and nominate yourself or someone else, or maybe I'll just see you while I'm doing my doom scrolling on Instagram or YouTube or TikTok or wherever I may be scrolling at while I'm doing my scrolling. Okay. But this week's winner of the week is a multiple time winner because my man is always active in the comment section. I respond to every DM, even if you're not my friend on Instagram and I get to you a little bit later because you're in the request thing. I respond to every DM personally. There's no one else doing it for me. I ain't no big dog or nothing like that. But so if you're active in the comment section or in the DMs and also in the comment section, because I respond to all comments as well on all videos and all posts. Uh, I had some go a little crazy, so I'm struggling to get to all of those comments. But hit me up because my man Josh Brass, aka A Bug's Life, I think it might be. I don't want to say his business name because I'm not exactly sure which one it is, but he's A Bug's Life on Instagram. His name's Josh Brass, and he hit me up to tell me that this month, which is June at the time of this recording, he has already hit his winter fund. And we gotta throw some claps out for that. We got that turned down. And we gotta clap it up for my man Josh Brass. He's already hit his winter fund, and the cool thing is last year, when I met him in October at EXPO, he had let me know, number one, that he was having another baby, and then number two, that he just fell just little bit short of hitting that winter fund. But this year, we ain't even at the midway point yet, or we're just getting to the midway point, and my man Josh has already hit his winter fund. So again, go show him some love on the interwebs and hit my man up, Josh Brast, at A Bug's Life on Instagram and give him that round of applause and send some encouragement his way so that he can keep his foot on the pedal and keep building on that winter fund because we can never have too much money, baby. We can never have too much money. But before we get to Tate's Word of the Week, we got some comments in here, some new people. So my man Drew is in the building. He's always really active in the comment section. I'm gonna give it to him. He's the comment champion as we speak. So if you want to dethrone my man Drew from being the comment champion, you got to comment on these videos. You got to comment during the show and after the show. Let me know you're here because I want to shout you out. And the more people that comment, the better. So we got Jimmy Culp in the building. Drew's in the building, like I said. Harrison Property Management. That's my homie Pookie. He's in the building. What's going on? Clark Williamson. I think I mentioned him already. Clayton Blunt. But yeah, we're having a good time tonight. That is the winner of the week. Now let's get to Tate's word of the week. My homie Marcus Tate. He always sends me some good words of encouragement to start my week off, and I like to give them to you. This is Marcus Tate, the LBC OG. All right. He's one of the first people that started rocking with the things that I do, whether it was my YouTube channel or this show or Lawn Care Power Moves with my homie Cedric. But Marcus Tate has been reaching out for the last couple years, and he hit me up. He gave me a a good word of the week, and so let's get to it. Rise and shine, word of the week. Don't, it's a phrase, okay? It is a phrase this week. But don't look back. When I hear the phrase "don't look back," I think of driving a car. The rearview mirror is a small glimpse behind you. There is no way you can go. You can only look in the rearview mirror and make it to your destination. Your main focus is going forward. Basically, in life, if you want to achieve the goal or the dream, you need to stay focused on the task ahead. Then he leaves me with a dope Bible verse, and that is, "But his wife looked back behind him, and she became a pillar of salt." That is from Genesis 19:26 in the New King James Version of the Bible. Have a great week, Marcus Tate. That is so fire. Whenever I first started my business, before I started my business, I was one of those people living my life in the rearview mirror. The rear view mirror, everything is smaller and it gets smaller as you go forward. And I'm looking at that and I'm letting these small little things that are way in my past hold me back from reaching the destiny that I seen for myself, my wife, my family, our future, and ultimately what we want to do for the world because it's all for God, right? But I remember talking about what the coach didn't do for me, what my father being in prison did, what growing up with a single mother had, what being poor did for me. And all that was doing was holding me back from everything that God had for me out here in here. And He got it for you too. So we can't look in the rearview mirror for too long. It's good. It's like the game tape, right? You can see the thing that you swerved and you diverted around, right? You can go around that roadkill and be headed toward your ultimate dreams and goals and your destination. But you got to stay focused on the windshield and get out of that rearview mirror because there's nothing for you back there. There's people that you just had to pass by, situations that you drove through. All right. Sometimes you just turn your windshield wipers on, you put some chains on your tire in the snow, or you get some windshield washer fluid that has the ice melt for your windshield so that you can look forward. So keep looking forward. Get out that rear view mirror, stop playing the blame game, and go after your dreams and your goals. Because, like I said at the beginning of the show, you got this. All right. You got this. But that's Tate's word of the week. And now I'm going to tell you a little bit what's been going on with me back in this comment section. G6 landscaping in the building. What's going on? How are you? Mac, the sticker you gave me is surviving on the X mark. Hey, speaking of that, I'm happy Clark Williamson brought that up. Clark brought that up, the new sticker, because here's the stickers as they currently are. But I'm going through a logo revamp. It's going to be basically the same, but it's going to change the character a little bit. I got everything a little more polished up. So these are the vintage stickers. So version one of the sticker. So if you have one of these, you're a real one. You're an OG. We got my daughter FaceTiming me right now. So we didn't gave her access to an iPad. She got my email address now. She's emailing me, FaceTime calling me all throughout the day, which is cool. She's only 6 years old, and she's one of the main reasons why I'm out there doing it. So what I try to do is, and I always try to answer the phone when she calls me. So we're gonna do that live right now. What's up, Bina? What are you doing? I'm doing my show right now. We can't hear you. The code to downloading a game. She knows the code, but I gotta go. I'm on my show, okay? She doesn't remember. Well, you're gonna have to wait. She hung up on me. This is how she operates. 6 years old. It's like, what do I need right now, Dad? I'm calling you. It don't matter. I know you got a show, but it don't matter. And it's live. And this is how it is in my life. All right. I appreciate you being here. But let me tell you about my week real quick, and then we'll get into these 5 points that I got for you. Let me pull this thing up real quick. All right, so this week so far, me and Captain Jack, today is Monday, we did 24 properties today. Our week is going to be split up some. Let me know what you got going on in your week down in the comment section. But we did 24 today. Tomorrow we're going to do another 24 to 30. Uh, you know, Depending on how Mother Nature wants to act, we might have some rain in later on in the day in our forecast. So we'll see what happens. But Tuesday and Wednesday of this week, we're going to be doing more mowing. So we'll probably get through about 70, hopefully about 70 properties in the first 3 days of the week. And then Thursday we're going to be doing some mulching and possibly mowing as well. I have to see if I can borrow my homie Talon's dump truck later on in the week. So I don't know if he'll see this or hear this before then, but Talon will be hitting you up, bruh. I might need to borrow that dump truck so we can bring the mowers and everything and do everything all up in one shot. Most efficient way possible, right? Bring the mulch and cut the grass and trim the shrubs all in one shot. Make it one real big ticket. June and July are really good months for us here at On the Attack with Mac. So that's what we got going on. Then we're going to transition back to mowing on Friday for all of our residential customers because Friday is the 4th of July, and a lot of people that I know are going to be doing parties on that Saturday. So happy 4th of July to you. If this has already passed, I hope that you had a safe and pleasant and fun 4th of July. And for the people who are watching live, happy 4th to you, man. I hope that you eat some glizzies, have a hamburger or two, maybe even a libation, watch some fireworks. Because I'm excited on Saturday. My godbrother has the most unreal fireworks display that I've ever seen a regular human civilian have. It's something that the city doesn't put on. He has like the most amazing fireworks show in this gigantic hill in his backyard for everyone to sit on. There's like 200 people that come to his house. Everyone in the neighborhood are all watching the explosions and everything that's going on. I think he spent something like $5,000 on fireworks for each year he does this. So it's been a tradition we've been doing for a while, and I'm excited. He just put up a brand new concrete, like raised platform garage thing. I don't know how to describe that, but he's a concrete guy. He has a putting green and all types of cool things on top of working a full-time job. So we've been trying to work with him to get him more streamlined and efficient on the business side of things because his work is absolutely phenomenal, just like this fireworks display. So I'm excited to do that this Saturday. And yeah, before we get into these topics, let's remember Equip Expo is coming up this October 22nd through the 25th, I believe. October 22nd through the 24th or the 25th, I'm not sure. I'll be down there on Sunday night, and doing the LCR Summit emceeing on Monday and Tuesday, and then Wednesday night we have the Win in Life meetup, which you can sign up for with the link in the show notes or the description of the video. And yes, there's already over 50 people signed up, so get your tickets now. We got a whole building, games, cash bar available, free food while supplies last, 100 gift bags. We got some door prizes. The three games have prizes. It's going to be amazing. 264 people showed up last year, so you should be there or be square. It's the biggest Wednesday night event that there is down at Equip Expo. So come on down there and hang out with your boy. And again, 50 if you want 50% off your Equip registration, use code MAC50 to save yourself some money. Get your stuff planned out, booked, your hotels booked, all of that. All my stuff is booked already, and I'm excited to get going and get down there. We got Otis Bailey in the building. Where do you get tickets? There's an Eventbrite link. Let me see if I can post it in the comment section for you. Here we go. Let's see. Is this? No, that's an old one. Um. Hmm. I will post it here in a second. I apologize. Let me resend this over. Uh, it's a live show, okay? Give your guy a break. I'm trying to handle this for you so we can get some more people signed up. I need to just have this ready. Bingo. Here it is. Copy link. That is how you sign up for the meetup. This one here. And then if you want 50% off your registration, we'll put that link in here as well. And again, if you want to use the link in your podcast listener, it will be down in the show notes. So there you go. There's those two links. But um, now that I'm done filibustering, we're 22 minutes in. Let's get to the 5 ways I've got new customers. So hopefully it can help you out. Where we at? All right. So all right, I'm going to give them to you how I originally started. So I've told the story about how I started my podcast before. This is number one. And it was the first thing I did when I decided I wanted to have a business. It was going to be a grass cutting business. Put that in quotation marks because wasn't professional, didn't know anything about the industry. I didn't know it was called lawn maintenance or property maintenance. So I just did a grass cutting business. But when I first did it, I didn't know anything. So the first thing that came to my head is number one, and that is Facebook and social media posts. So if you are just starting out, make sure you start a business Facebook page like immediately. But that should be one of the first things you do because it's actually free. You can connect it to your personal Facebook account and just click over to your business page. But when I first started out, the name of my business was Mac Elite Lawn Service, which is a total mouthful. It's way too long. Didn't sound good to me. I like Mac Landscaping and Lawn Care way better than that. But whenever I first started out, I didn't know how to get customers. I didn't know anything. I just knew that how I knew most people now that we ain't in high school anymore, was Facebook. So I created a business Facebook page and I immediately took a picture of my card that I ordered off Vistaprint and I just used that, changed that to my banner, and I threw that up on Facebook. And that is how I got my first, I want to say, 10 to 12 customers. It was friends and a couple family members who, like I said this on the show before, you'll be surprised how many people actually do want to see you win, but you'll also be surprised at how many people are like, want a discount or really don't want to support you. And so that is kind of a weird thing to go through, both the people who want to see you succeed and then figuring out the people who are really just think that you're a clown for wanting to try something different. But whenever I first started, that's what I did. So I took that picture, I put it up on the internet, on social media, on Facebook only, because I didn't even have an Instagram at the time. And boom, like I want to say it was like 8 different people hit me up within the first couple days. I got my first 2 jobs, which was the weeds that were as tall as me. There's a video on YouTube. You can go watch that if you want to hear about that job. We're not going to rehash that, but that and my homie Xavier, who was my supervisor at the time, wanted me to cut his grass. So that was how I got my first couple customers. I've talked on here. Well, I talked on my homie Keith Kalfas's podcast about the one landscaping job I did very early on. That is what made me decide to only stick with lawn maintenance because I got completely just didn't know what I was doing, and it was just a very bad experience for me when it came to trying to do this business and trying to do a bunch of different things as one person. You can't do it. Right. So I had to focus on lawn maintenance. But when I first started out, it was definitely Facebook was how I got my first few customers, where I was carrying lawnmowers up steps, digging things out by hand. This didn't know what I didn't know, but that is how I got my first couple customers. And then from that point, we'll get to what number two is, and I guess I could have made some little banners for this, but number two was word of mouth. So once I actually did a few jobs for some of the people that I knew, they would hit me up. Hey, yo, my my kid's mother needs her grass cut. Go hit her up. My grandma needs her grass cut. My uncle, he lives over 35 minutes away. He needs his grass cut, and so it was word of mouth. It was people who were trying to support, and then people that I had done good work for who may have been strangers, just giving my name to their neighbor or to some people in their church and things like that. So that was how I got my second like batch of customers. Was number one Facebook, and then after doing a few jobs, getting some word of mouth clients, which is actually it's one of the best ways to get a client is from someone giving you their personal recommendation and sharing your number out. Because what I've discovered in my time in the game is when someone gives your name, they give your phone number out because someone has inquired about needing their grass cut or landscaping, whatever it is that you do in business. I personally do lawn maintenance, but whatever it is that you do in business, when people give your name out, you're getting a personal endorsement. Like when I tell you, um, I like Toro mowers, right? That's what I actually use. It's my favorite thing. So when someone asks me, "Hey man, what mower do you recommend?" The number one thing I'm going to say is Toro. Why? Because that is what I actually use. And so when someone, and I can speak about that with passion and let them know why I love the mower so much, and not to ever say that anything is perfect and the mower brand that you may like or the small equipment brand that you may like, that's what works for you. All I'm saying is we all have our biases. So when someone can break that bias down for you by giving you their personal recommendation on why they like it, because I'm always going to be like, well, Toro does this, 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 and this well, and this they don't do well, and those are the things that I don't like. But now you can feel more comfortable if you're going to go out there and make a purchase and you're between maybe Toro and Ferris, and the dealers are all everything works out well where the dealer's close to you, the mowers are all dope, and you're just on the fence on, do I want the platform or do I want to stand between the tires? And then you get to talk to me and then you get to make that decision, right? And or I might just sell you on why Toro is the best, and it might be the best for you. Again, these are just examples, but whenever the customer that you have tells their neighbor or their grandmother or their aunt or their uncle or whoever they reached out to, you pretty much don't have to sell at that point, because whatever you got that customer at, and I hope it's over $50. Let me just make that clear. I hope you're not doing things for 35 and $40 if you cannot do that, right? We want to get to the higher prices as fast as we can. But when that customer tells this new potential customer, this lead about you, they're probably going to tell them how much you pay or how much they pay and everything. So they're not going to be shocked when the person that you're cutting and they got a 6,000 square foot yard and you're cutting their yard for, let's just say, $60, right? But the neighbor that they told or the aunt or the uncle or whoever they told that, hey, Mac can do this, your lawn maintenance for you. He's awesome. Whatever nice things they may say about you, and he's charging me this, and their yard is double the size. Now they kind of know. I don't expect to get $60 when my yard is 12,000 square feet. And the personal endorsement, I just can't say enough good things about it. You pretty much don't have to sell the person. They kind of are already comfortable with who you are and what they're going to get, and they probably researched you as well. So that's number two. Number three, and these were always, number one was the easiest. Number five is going to be the best way that I've got. So stick around if you want to know what that is. But number three, and then after this, we'll take a break. I'm going to read some comments. But number three is, first we started with Facebook. We got a couple customers. Then we got some word of mouth, right? And then I realized, all right, I'm driving a little bit all over the place to do 1 yard here, then drive 15, 20 minutes, do 1 yard here, 15, 20 minutes, 1 yard here. And I got these leads from Facebook, and I got these leads from the word of mouth from the people that I worked with on Facebook, but they know people that are all over the place. And so now I'm driving all over the place. What could you do to get some better route density? For me, it was knocking on the doors, man. We're gonna knock on the doors of the people who are, uh, whether it's 5 rounds or 9 rounds. And if you don't know what those are, it's the two house. You got the house that you're cutting. You got the house on either side of that. You knock on those doors, and then across the street, you got the three houses that are across the street. You knock on those three doors. The one that's directly across the street from the one you're doing, and then the one that's directly across the street from the ones on both sides of the one that you're doing. And 9 rounds is just two houses on that side of your house, and then the four houses across the street. So, and that is what helped me to be able to do 24 yards in a day, is because the yards are closer together. It doesn't mean we're still not driving 7 minutes and doing a yard, and then that's the 1 yard, but then we're gonna go over here and now we're gonna do 3 yards. And I got those three, and it's gonna take time too. Don't think this is just you get Sally's yard and then you go knock on the two doors to the left and right and then the three doors across the street and you're just going to get all of them. No, a lot of times people ain't going to be home, or they'll have no solicitation signs, or whatever, a whole gamut of different reasons why you won't be able to do this. It's going to take some time, so don't. It took some time for me. It might just happen super fast for you. I don't know. I don't want to. Hopefully, it does happen super fast for you. But this was my path and how I did everything. So knocking on the doors, and it is uncomfortable to knock on a door, especially when you're right at the beginning of your business and you really don't know what you don't know. And now I've transitioned away from the knocking on door type things, with some of the next moves that we made. But at the beginning, man, you gotta be a hustler. You gotta be out there doing that guerrilla marketing and selling yourself, because people ain't gonna know who you are. If you're just starting out, you probably have no online presence when it comes to your work. You probably don't have yourself set up with SEO on Facebook or whatever it is that you're using. So getting out there and knocking on a door in a neighborhood that you actually want to work in is going to be super beneficial to you for your route density, but also for that person to person interaction. Whenever I was a kid, I'm 42 years old. Whenever I was a kid, there wasn't the internet, there wasn't Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn. There was none of that stuff. You actually had to talk to a person. It's crazy now. You have a Facebook friend, you know them through Facebook, you see them in the grocery store, you walk past them and you don't speak. People don't have good people skills anymore. So when you're right at the beginning, if you could get through that uncomfortable knocking on the door type thing to sell yourself and make yourself be able to actually talk, the more things that you do often, the better you get at those things that you do often. I was a basketball player. The people who listen to this, you guys know that. I was just talking to my man, Captain Jack, today. I said to him, when I played basketball every day, I feel like I was great. People around me told me I was great, right? I could shoot shots from everywhere, and I always felt like they were gonna go in. And now, if I go out and I play with my daughter, and I haven't played in the league in 10 years, the shots are short, or they're long, or they're left, or they're right, or I get super tired. I haven't been doing these things, and so I've lost some of that stuff. Now it is like riding a bike, so to speak, so you can gain it back quickly, right? I can start working out again. I can start shooting more shots now that we got a hoop outside. I can start dribbling around and doing all those things, and that's what I am doing to help her out when it comes to her basketball stuff. But right at the beginning, I'm like, wow, I know I usually hit this shot, or I can make that reverse layup, but my body ain't doing what my mind wants it to do. And if you get into the habit of doing the thing that you don't want to do, but you know it's going to help you, you go through those growing pains of being tired after running suicides and things like that for basketball. It's the same way when you knock on that door and it's that uncomfortable situation when the lady comes out, or the older gentleman comes out, and you like, hey, I see your yard is overgrown. And they're like, well, I want you to do it right now, $25, and you don't know what to say. You got to get those reps in, right? So you can hone those skills and be hitting all those shots and not doing that, so you won't get rusty. I hope that makes some sense to you. But knock on those doors, because that's going to help you create relationships in the area that you're in, and it's also going to give you those reps to be able to actually talk to human beings again. We got to do that if we're going to be good people in business. So uh word of mouth, we got Facebook and social media posts, word of mouth, then knocking on the doors to increase that route density. And then number four is yard signs and door hangers. Those things also work very well if you knock on the door and Miss Sally isn't there. But you got a door hanger and you put that in on the door. You can put a price on there. You can put a QR code on there so that they can give you um, a request on whatever your CRM is. You can also grab some yard signs, man. Put some yard signs in the yards that you're doing. I personally don't recommend leaving them on because some places you could get yard signs, they might be $12 a piece. Depending on what size you get, they could be $20 a piece. I'm not sure they go higher than that. Um, but in my experience, they're anywhere between $5 a piece to 20, maybe $25, $30 a piece. If you put them on regular public roads, there's so many people out here cutting grass. I seen people's signs. My signs was getting yanked at stop signs and everything. It was very, very frustrating. It was very frustrating. So I encourage you to put them in the yard sign things in the yards that you're actually doing, in the areas that you actually want to work in. Don't be putting yard signs out in places that you don't want to be. All right. Now I will say this: yard signs and door hangers haven't been the best for me when it comes to getting customers. Maybe I was doing it wrong with just a phone number. I think that the more professional you can make it look, minimalist but professional, right? So you don't want to have your name be small, your phone number be small, and have all these gigantic services all over it. Chances are people are zooming past that thing, or they're at a light for a second, and instead of looking at their phone, they glance over, they see your yard sign. Now, if they see your yard sign and it's just a white yard sign with the generic green grass, a phone number, and your name, and it's next to a yard sign that is multicolored in the colors that are great for marketing, like yellow, green, red, those type colors, and the name of the company is real big, the phone number is real big, and they got one thing on there: lawn maintenance. You could even put your price. I seen some people around here that's putting their price in most yards $50. All right, but yard signs and door hangers have been a way to get some customers. But for me, out of the 97 that I got, I may have got two off of doing that. And full disclosure, I haven't used door hangers. I've only used yard signs, and I've only used the generic, like, little grass ones, but because it wasn't working very well, I wasn't getting a lot of traction and a lot of leads coming to my phone number. I just decided I'm not going to waste my money ordering these things anymore, and I personally don't use them. And the reason I don't use them is because number five has been by far the best way for me to get new customers in areas, which is right now the only area I want new customers is here right in Monroeville where I live. But the absolute best way, bar none, has been getting on Google, getting registered. It's free, and getting some doggone reviews. I think I might be up to 24, 25 reviews now. Uh, Again, full disclosure, I haven't been great at sending out the link to get reviews from new customers or happy customers. But get on Google. It is free. Go on YouTube, put in how do I get registered with Google. There's probably 1,000 videos. Pick which one you want to follow. Follow the instructions. Get registered on Google. Okay. Then the first thing you do once you see your thing pop up on Google is you send that link out to every person that has ever been happy with the service that you provided. And you can cheat the system too. Send it to your friends and family and just tell them to leave you a Google review. All right. It's I ain't trying to have you question your integrity, but when you're first starting out, there's so many businesses that are out here. A lot of them don't even get on Google, right? But if you're the small person and you want to really get your name out there, you got to get on the biggest search engine in the world, and you got to rank yourself in a way that makes you show up in the area that you show up on. So post pictures and hashtag your area, your city that you work on, so that you can get put in that thing. We talked about Facebook with number one. Get on those Facebook community pages. My man Tommy with TM Landscaping is I call him a 21-year-old savage. He's a beast, man. So every time I see something in one of these Monroeville things or Murraysville or Plum, these are different community groups that I'm in and that he's in, and a lot of the other landscapers that I know are in. But soon as someone posts need yard service, need gutter cleaning, need a retaining wall, he is in those community groups putting his name in the hat. All right. And then who knows if you can get the call or whatever, but man, get your name in the hat. Get on Google, get on those social media, Facebook community pages of the areas that you want to work in. Put some good information in those things to let people know that you know what you're doing. They are not going to know if you're going to pull up in a Thunderbird like my man Aaron, or if you're going to pull up with a $200,000 rig. They don't know, but you will have a shot, and you will have a shot against all of the companies that you may think are bigger or running things better than you. You have a shot against them. Answer your phone, get on Google, ask for 5-star, well worded reviews. Because when you are looking for a pizza joint, or you're looking for a place to buy a shirt or whatever the case may be, you pull that thing up on Google and you see this one has 2 reviews, and one is a 5-star with no words, and another one is a 1-star with 3 paragraphs after it. And then you got this other company that is a 4.9, and they got 477 reviews, and of those 477, 7 of them are 1-stars and 470 of them are 5-stars. I guarantee you, if that is your situation, you are going to get so many calls because of those 5-star reviews, and no one's going to care about those 1-star reviews because you can't please everyone. And if only 7 people out of 477 people had a bad experience with you, then that means people know that they can trust the stuff that you do. And a lot of the people that leave those 1-star reviews are wackos. I'm just gonna say it. It is what it is. I got a 1-star review right now I can't get rid of because of some whack job who there's 2 different Macs. I have a K on the end. They must have called the other Mac, and he only has a C. His is Max Mowing and mine is Mac Landscaping and Lawn Care. I don't know if they definitely didn't call me. I ain't trying to throw him under the bus because I'm sure he does amazing work too, and I might do a shop tour with him at some point. But they could have confused the two. I don't know, but I got a 1-star review from these people that never. I don't have an email address, anything from them. So it is what it is. But get on Google. It has been the number one best way for me to get better clients than the ones that I started out with. Because the Facebook posts got me the clients from the people. And again, I love the people the early supporters, the people who gave me a shot. And this is not to denigrate anyone. But when you first start out, you're probably going to be dealing with lower ticket price mowing jobs. The people who want their yard done for $25 and you don't know better yet. You haven't been through the fire enough yet to understand you're worth much more than $25. Number one. But number two, that people are actually out here getting 60 and 70, 80, 100 for that same job that this person wants you to do, but they are price shopping and all that. You're going to deal with all of that. But once you get on Google and you start to raise your presence with some SEO, some good keywords, you get yourself a website, you start to set yourself apart by having everything dialed in when it comes to your pictures, your service times, the days that you work, the holidays, and all of that. The more you boost your Google up and you get it all kind of ironed out, the more inquiries that are going to come in. And once those come in, you can start to. I don't even really have conversations with clients anymore. I talked earlier about knocking on the doors and having those conversations, but now after being in the game for 9 years, having 20 plus 5-star reviews, and having a website and having a CRM that is integrated into the website, that now people put in inquiries. If I want the yard, I just respond lightning quick, send them the estimate right there on the spot through my CRM, which is Jobber. There's a link for that if you want to try that out, on a 14-day free trial down in the show notes. But now I don't even talk to them. My last two clients that I just got, I never had a conversation with them at all. We went from Google to website, from website to my inquiry form, my lead generation form. What am I calling this thing that for? My request form. All right. My request form straight to my CRM. From my CRM, I put my templates in, and boom, straight from the template, I send the thing back to them. 15 minutes later, I got two brand new clients. We ain't even talking to Sally on the porch anymore. So I say all of that to say, if you're just starting out and you are not on Google, because number one was Facebook, that's going to help you out tremendously right at the beginning, just with helping people know who you are and what you're doing now. From there, you got the word of mouth, the people who fall in love with the things that you do, spreading your name out, getting you out there even further, out making that reach a little bit bigger and helping you with your route density some. Right now that you got some word of mouth, you got some people that you just started out with. Now you're out here knocking on doors, adding to your route density. And from there, from that route density that you're getting, now you got signs in 4 yards on the street. Those yards are striped up, depending on what mower you got and what type of grass you're taking care of. Right now, you got more people hitting you up on the streets because they're driving past your signs. Right, and now you add on to the end of that Google. They see the sign, they've heard your name, they go on Google, they see the pictures of your work. You should have an Instagram. You should have a YouTube channel, even if you're only doing shorts. You should have a TikTok. Why? Because it helps with your SEO, your search engine optimization, when it comes to being on Google. And when you put all of those first four things together and then they hit your thing on Google and you got nice pictures and you got your nice big smile, and doesn't matter what mower or what your setup is, don't put that stuff on there if you're worried about it, if you feel like it's not good enough for what people, but people don't care about how you do the job. All they care about is the job getting done and it looking professional. So when you put those first four into motion and then you get yourself on Google, that kind of seals the deal. All right. Once they get to your website from Google and they see your request form integrated and all of those things I just talked about earlier, it kind of seals the deal that you know what you're talking about. You get to become what Amazon is. You got reviews and everything. All they got to do is swipe to the right. And make sure, for goodness sake, you get card on file. I'm not saying don't get some cash, people, if that's how you. I don't take any cash anymore. It's all card on file. So it's those are the 5 things I got for you. Facebook and social media, word of mouth, door knocking, yard signs and door hangers, and last but certainly not least, getting on Google. So I'm gonna open it up now to read some of these comments because there's a lot of them, and I appreciate everyone being so active in the comment section. But if you feel like I left anything out, chat, let me know right now so we can put them things up for some people to see. They're so active. He says, Mac, you can try to get them taken. Yeah, I heard about getting the Google reviews taken down. It's one. And I don't know if it was a 2-star or 1-star review. I can't remember. But Cedric had told me about trying to get him, or he got one taken off, and now he's back to a 5-star. So maybe I'll try that tomorrow. But to get a negative 1-star review, you got to be on Google, right? My goal is to get you on Google if you're not already. My goal is to get you your first 5-star review if you don't have one already. My goal is for you to create that website to link to your Google page, because the first four, well, all of them are free. These are all free. Facebook and social media posts are free for you to do. Word of mouth is free from the customers. Door knocking is free. The only thing that has you got to spend some money is the yard signs and the door hangers. And when you are judicious with those, It ain't like you gonna just go to a neighborhood and just go put 1,000 door hangers out. You could do that, or you could pay places like Postcard Media. I think they may do something like that, where not door hangers, but you could use postcards as well and do everyday direct door mailers with the United States Postal Service. You could do that as well. Those are the only things though that you have to pay for is that card stock type stuff that you're doing. Business cards, door signs, door hangers, yard signs, um, stickers, magnets. That's another thing. I guess we'll do a bonus. So the bonus is getting your trucks and everything lettered up. All right. I'm talking to my guy right now about getting my new, new last year trailer, my enclosed trailer, and getting some signage on that so Cedric can leave me the hell alone when it comes to having a white truck and nothing on the trailer. So I'm be getting both trucks with at least a logo on the door, maybe some information on the back window. So that's a little bonus for you is your truck signage and your trailer, getting your trailers and everything logoed up. Because when you're out there doing the work, maybe you don't want to use door signs, but your trailer, your truck is a walking billboard for you as well. And I have gotten out of my 97, I probably got like 10 to 12 customers. Maybe I don't have those customers right now, but I'm just saying over the course of the um the trailer and the truck and all of that being logoed for the last 4 years or so, I have gotten about 12 customers that way. So again, if I've missed anything or is there anything you guys want me to put it out, passing out your business cards. We got 7-Eleven. I don't know, that happened quick. We got 7-Eleven landscaping. He says they've been passing out business cards and door hangers the past few weeks. That's another thing is business cards. So you can have the regular paper business card, or you can go with an app. Now, I personally use an app now. When someone wants a business card, it is called Hi Hello, HIHELLO, and it's cool because you can have multiple cards. Now, there's a paid version and there's a free version. I'm personally just using the free version. Now, I have one that is my business card for my actual business. If you're watching on YouTube right now, there it is. I hope you can see that. Hopefully, it'll clear up. But that is my business card for the business, and then also, I recommend that everyone, if you are in, if you are watching this, we are on social media. You're literally watching this on social media, and we're on YouTube only. So for you to be watching this, you have to have a Google account. Okay. So you have a YouTube channel right now. You just maybe don't have a video. Or if you have Instagram, make sure you're posting things on there. Have some social media presence. Because if you're going to Equip Expo and you're using Mac 50 to save yourself 50% on your registration, maybe one day you aspire to get a brand deal or to do a meet and greet or do something that Equip Expo, like the things that I do with the Winning Life meetups and hosting the LCR summit, and you want to have something like that. Well, when you get down to Equip Expo, you got to talk to the people who are doing that on the marketing side of the different brands that you use and that you want to work with. And so I got a social media one as well. And this is on Hi Hello. There's a Popple, there's a couple different ones, but now I don't have to have or use that money that I would use to get 500 business cards or 1,000 business cards, whatever the case may be. I don't even know what the prices are. I got this free one right here. And the cool thing about this is instead of handing someone a paper business card or a metal one, I've seen some people that have metal business cards, and those are really slick. I like those a lot. Those really set you apart too. It's like my Amazon Prime Chase card. It's like black metal. It's so dope to look at. It's so much different than the plastic one. So I've seen people that do that, but I don't know how much those things cost. Um, what I do know is people when they get those, they got to then go into their phone manually and put all your stuff in. They got to put your name in, your business, your phone number, your email address, all of that stuff. We want to eliminate friction. This is one of the biggest things when it comes to my stress-free model. And we'll be talking about my stress-free stuff and how I do everything in the Lightbringer University group, which is I'm changing the name from Lightbringer Meetups to Lightbringer U because I think that just sounds cooler to me. All right. And I'm even going to get some rings. The people who join this, I think, are going to get rings and they'll have the actual number. So you'll have whoever joins when they join. So if you want to be number one, make sure you hit me up at Mac underscore landscaping 412 on Instagram with your first and last name and your email address so I can add you to the waiting list for whenever we drop the new Lightbringer University group. Or you can email me at maclandscaping412 at gmail.com. But when it comes to having these things, when they scan the QR code, because you just hit share and then this QR code pops up. I know it's hard to see, it's whatever, but this QR code pops up. And when the QR code pops up and they scan it, it automatically puts your information in the phone for them. All they got to do is hit save. Think about how fire that is. Who cares? I gave out stickers at the Lawn Care Life conference. Now, this is a little bit different, obviously, but I'm using it as an example. I gave out these stickers to people, and when it was over, I was still there. We were having a great time, and it was basically just social media type people who were still there and a few attendees. But I start looking around at the table, and they got my $2.50 a piece stickers. Some of them just still sitting on the doggone table. Like I asked people, "Do you want a sticker?" They could have said no. They said yes, took the stickers and then left them on the table. Now, I ain't mad. I ain't tripping. I picked them things up, put them back in the pocket, and we gave them out to some people who actually wanted them the next day. But here's the kicker. That's what people do to business cards. They stick them in their wallet, they put them in their car visor, they throw them in the cup holder, they throw them straight in the trash, and they never even take the information off the doggone business card that's supposed to be there for them to get in contact with you. Well, you ain't got to worry about that with this app on the phone. They scan the QR code, boom, it's done. Now they still might not ever call you, but at least you made it into the doggone phone, right? You got your foot in the door, right? They put you in the game for a little bit. You might have got subbed right back out because you didn't hit the shot on the first try, or maybe you didn't even get a pass thrown your way in this case. It's okay. You're still in the phone. I got to go through my phone, as a matter of fact, and take out some people who don't need to be in there anymore. It's like Instagram. I hit my followers thing and it says deactivated accounts. And then you got to go through and manually remove all those people. So just when I got to 5,000 followers on Instagram, shout out to every follower that we got on Instagram or YouTube or TikTok or Facebook. Just when I got to 5,000, hit the followers because I thought it was so cool. And it said 7 deactivated accounts. And just like that, we were back down to 4,993. And now we just crossed 5,000. So, but yeah, man, it's cool. My man Marcus Tate says he uses the dot card. That's cool. The dot card is fire. Like I said, my man Cedric uses this thing called Popple, and they had wristbands where you walk around with a wristband on. But I'm like, nah, bruh, I don't even need no wristband. Here, I'll just swipe up, give you this QR code, and you're in there like swimwear. Speaking of swimwear, we've been doing a lot of swimming. I've done more swimming. I've done more swimming this spring, summer than I have in the last 20 years. All right. Last 20 years. My wife, I gotta show y'all this the swimming pool. My wife didn't. And this is only the first year. We just got it open. She got a porta like not a porta potty, but like this outdoor bathroom that you can use for number ones. Well, ain't no number twos going on in there, but you can use them for number ones. But we got that. So we put up this small little fence. 30-second cleaner. Have you ever used 30-second cleaner to clean off a fence or a driveway or something like that? 30-second cleaner is so fire. Like your house might get some. You got to do a house wash or whatever. You just 30-second cleaner, or I heard you can use like swimming pool bleach and mix that with a little bit of Dawn dish soap, and it's called a surfactant, which helps it stick to things. And then you just boom, spray the house down and spray it off with the water hose. Not even a pressure washer. 30-second cleaner. Fire. It is fire. We got this white fence, and the pool hadn't been open in 2 years when we bought the property. And we got this white fence, and it hadn't been cleaned in a while. So I got a Simpson 4 gallon per minute pressure washer. It's awesome. My wife sprayed the fence down without the 30-second cleaner stuff, and you could see like everywhere that she sprayed. Then I take the 30-second cleaner on a different section of the fence, spray the stuff on there, and literally just wait for 2, 3 minutes, and then spray it off with the water hose, regular water hose on jet, and it just cleaned the thing brand new white again. It's crazy. So the next time I go down there, we gonna double it up. We about to double it up. All right. 30-second cleaner and the pressure washer. And we gonna see what type of work we could get done. All right. The pressure washer has been a phenomenal addition to the things that we do here when it comes to cleaning things off. And the 4 gallon per minute pressure washer. Now you don't need nothing that strong to clean off your machines per se, but it's just so much more powerful than a 2.3 gallon or a 3.1 or what. I can't remember the different per gallons or whatever, but yeah, the Simpson 4 gallon per minute pressure washer I got off Amazon. I'll put a link to it down in the show notes if anyone is interested in the pressure washer. But let's see here. Let's see. So my man Drew says, "Oh hey Mac, by the way, I learned something. If you are quiet around new people, they will eventually show you their true colors." Yeah, that's the truth, man. That is the truth. Be quiet, be observant, and make sure the people who you see, who you hang around, are who you think they are, because you don't want to find out later that people are not who they're snakes in the grass. Clark Williamson says, Mac, what website did you use to make your stickers? I used Sticker Mule. I don't have a code or anything like that, but that's what I use. Sticker Mule. They're reasonably priced. You can get a lot for not very much money, but like I said, these stickers will be the vintage stickers. I don't know if I could show you maybe I'll make a poll because I have a couple different logos that I'm looking to change. Now it pretty much looks the same. Let me pull this up. The logo pretty much looks the same, but so I'm thinking either something like that, if you can see that, or maybe just straight up black. I like this one too, which is just a updated, revamped, more polished logo. So that's what I use for the stickers is just that, and I get the die cut one, so it doesn't have like any extra on the outsides. It's just the logo itself. But that's what I've been using for all of my stickers, man. But let me see if I could. Let me see if I can. What is this? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how to show my other screen yet, but I'm gonna send myself these logos real quick so that you can see them, and maybe you guys can help me right here on the fly decide which way I want to go, because I I never thought that I would want to change the logo. I didn't think that I would want to change the logo, but um, as we grow, things change, right? I didn't stay with the 21-inch push mower, right? So we can do a little logo revamp, but let me pull up these logos real quick, and then you guys can help me decide right here on the live show. Let's go. And if you're here from Instagram and you switched over for the show, but you like watching on Instagram, you're a real one. I appreciate you. All right. Because you could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. And I appreciate that. I really do. Um, it's always amazing getting to hang out with the people that you love. And I've grown to this is why I do the show. Lawn Care Power Moves last Wednesday. Last Wednesday was so last week was so hot. My wife, she just hits me. She's like, "Hey, I'm about to go to the beach. Me, your mom, our niece and nephew, and my 6-year-old. We're just gonna go to the beach. Any objections?" I said, "No, go do your thing. This is where I work the way I work so that my family can do the things they want to do. It doesn't mean I always gotta be there, but I will say this: it was 99 on Monday, 98 and 98 to 100 on Tuesday, 111 in my truck that I leave parked at the compound. I drive my one truck, get in the other truck while we're only doing the one truck thing. It was 111 when we got back on Wednesday. So I got home. My wife usually cooks and everything, but she wasn't here. They had left for the beach that morning. So I stopped at this place called Hook Fish and Chicken. These fried chicken wings that they got. They had this some sort of salt. I don't know. We call it the crack salt because you will be addicted to these chicken wings once you eat them with this salt that they got. Very addicted. So I stopped there, grabbed me 10 wings, some fries, some coleslaw. All right. I sit down. I ain't even take a shower. I usually come straight home, take my stuff off in the garage, go straight upstairs, hop in the shower, then throw on some shorts or some pajama pants, come back downstairs and chill on the couch. My wife is making dinner or doing something with my daughter or whatever. My routine was thrown off. I got that chicken. I come home. I grab the Frank's Red Hot sauce. All right, we put that shit on everything. I grabbed the Frank's Red Hot. I grabbed the Hidden Valley Ranch. I grabbed the Heinz 57 ketchup. I get me a hint water. It's grape flavored hint water. It only has a hint. All right. You can't even taste it. You can just smell the effervescence. All right. I sit down on the table. My dog's looking at me. He don't got no teeth. And he's blind. And he only hears what he wants to hear. And recently he's been pooping in the house, but he's 14 years old, and that's 76 in dog years. He's 15. His name is Carlo. He's 3 pounds. He's a teacup Yorkie. And it's just me and him. And he's looking at me, licking his gums and lips. Do dogs have lips? I can't give him nothing. He can't eat it. He's on a soft diet. All right. But I'm sitting here. I'm ready to crush this chicken. And I did. All 10 wings, whole wings too. And the fries and the coleslaw. I ate it all. Then I drank the hint water. It's Wednesday night. I got a show at 9 p.m. called Lawn Care Power Moves. We do it every Wednesday for the last 2.5, 3 years. I ate those wings. I laid my head down. The show starts at 9 p.m. I wake up. It's damn near 11. I'm like, oh my God. I text Cedric. I said, I'm sorry, bruh. He sent me a show topic at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. This is abnormal. Cedric usually waits till 8:15 to tell me what we're going to talk about today. He was on the ball. He was ready to go. And I let him down. I fell asleep. I ain't wake up till damn near 11. It was like 10:55 when I texted Cedric. I was like, I'm sorry, bro. I don't know what happened. The next day, I ain't gonna lie to you. I was telling my wife, I've been on some fat ass shit lately. I gotta lose some weight. I ain't gonna lie. All right. I stepped on the scale the other day. I was not happy with what I seen. So I can't be coming to these events overweight. So we about to get on a little challenge. That's gonna be part of Lightbringer U. All right, weight loss challenge, get in better shape for us guys and gals out here who join the show. We gonna get in better shape together. We gonna grow our business together. Thursday, I was on my fat ass shit anyway. I stopped and got me another 10-piece. Your boy got another 10-piece wings, coleslaw, fries. I do the same thing. Come home. There's Carlo again. No teeth. Can't see. Can't hear. He's deaf. That's what he is. He's not blind, but he's deaf. So he can't hear nothing. And he can't chew hard foods anymore. Cuz then had all his stuff taken out. We couldn't even get him veneers. The 3 pound teacup Yorkie. Man, cuz sitting here looking at me, he's got his tongue out the side of his mouth. Because there's no teeth to keep his tongue in anymore. It's a funny dude, man. Oh, I'm always on some fat ass shit is what Drew said. Look, I'm telling you right now, these wings, I sit down. I didn't fell asleep. I ain't wake up till 10:55 on Wednesday. Missed the damn show first time in 3 years. Thursday. My wife's text because she FaceTimed me. I came home, I did the same thing. I got home around 6. Sat down, ate the wings. I'm in nothing but compression shorts and a wife beater on some fat ass shit. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Crush these wings. I'm watching this TV show about uh who cares what the TV show is about? I can't even remember what the TV show was. It might have been the not the Hell's Angels. The people they fly these airplanes in a formation in air shows. The Blue Knights or something like that. I was watching that. It was boring as hell. I ain't gonna lie to you. Those planes are cool, but that was boring. I eat the wings. Next thing I know, well, it's 12:30. I woke up at 12. I got home at 6 o'clock. I ate those wings, fries, and coleslaw, and had a cup of coffee. All right. That was like I was done with that by 6:40 at the latest. Watching the Blue Knights, doing the death spiral twirls and things like that. They getting some new people involved in the thing. There's like 11 of them or 12 or 16. I can't remember. But there's only 5 in the formation at one time. They got to go through rigorous training. I woke up. It was 12:30 at night. Them wings was gone. Carlo was asleep next to me with his tongue halfway out his mouth because he ain't got no teeth. It's 12:30. I had to text my wife. I know you ain't awake, but I just woke up. The sun kicked my ass. I always tell people on Wednesdays, get out there, go kick ass for your family. Well, I was out there kicking ass for my family while my family was at the beach. My 14-year-old, yeah, she's 14. My 14-year-old was at church camp, um, finding the Lord, doing things good for God. My 5-year, she's 6 now. My 6-year-old is at the beach with my mom and my niece and my nephew and my wife. My son is in Vegas doing his thing, and my fat ass is sitting here knocked out on the couch. All right? I'm telling y'all, don't be like me. Get out there, get yourself some customers, and use those 5 methods that we talked about. This has been a fun show. I hope that you guys entertain, man. I hope you guys are entertained. What is this? Y'all ever heard of One Man, One Mower, aka John Crowley, Spencer's Lawn Care? Is basically one boss and only reason the blood pressure's up. Yeah, that's my man, John Crowley. I don't know if he's in here or not, but yeah. Um, hey, I'm just letting y'all know. Make sure you get the customers that you need because life is fun. Clark Williamson says, Mac, when are you coming to Cincy for shop tours? Listen, I got so much work I got to do right now. It's gonna be hard for me during this season um, to get out there, and I got some stuff going on in July. I do have a couple shop tours here in Pittsburgh. I'm gonna do my man Talon the rock star. We have some updates with him. He didn't bought machines and extra trucks. He built something new. So we're going to show all of that on a shop tour with Talon the Rockstar. He's 24, I believe. So we're going to show what he's got going on. I want to say he has probably like 4 or 5 employees now. They're doing all types of stuff. He made like 90 grand in 1 month during the winter, during snow season. So I'm excited to check his. I get to see his stuff all the time, but I'm excited to showcase him again. We had a shop tour early in my YouTube career. Talon the Rockstar was one of the first. He might have been the first shop tour that I ever did. I'm not sure, but we're gonna re up with him, see how things have progressed with him from when he first started out with just him and one of his friends to now operating a 4 to 6 person team with I want to say he might have like 4, maybe 5 trucks now. So we're gonna do one with him. I also just talked to a new guy the other day on Instagram, who's from where I'm from, who has one of them tiny trucks, those little tiny trucks that you can get from like overseas. So I told him I wanted to come check him out and see his. He's like, yeah, I don't have a shop. I want to make sure that people understand something. You do not have to have a shop to do a shop tour. It is shop tour is just a term used for people who are going to watch the videos to know what they're doing. It is really it's really an operation tour. However you're doing things, we want to see it, we want to showcase it, we want to showcase you so that you could inspire someone else to change their life by starting a business. That's what the shop tours on my end are for. That is the turn sort of taking with my content is this was a practice run with the 5 things. I'm going to do a YouTube video. I talked about that. I'm going to do a dedicated YouTube video with these 5 things as well. So be on the lookout for that soon. But ultimately, the channel, the things, everything that I do is for the person watching or listening to whatever it is that they're watching or listening to that I have created. I use my own experiences and the things that I've been through to help other people know what they're going to potentially encounter whenever they start doing this wonderful, beautiful thing of being a business owner in the lawn care industry, specifically for what I do, but overall, just being a business owner in general, because all business is universal. We are solving problems for people who have problems. You're the problem solver. And the better you can solve those problems, the better you will get paid, the more professional you look when it comes to your online presence and your physical presence whenever you get to these people who are going to be reaching out for your services, the better off you're going to be. So we want to share those things because my life has been changed. Everything that I do now is done with virtually no stress. Doesn't mean life is completely stress free. There's stress no matter what, but we can minimize those things by doing the things that we love. So I don't really feel any stress anymore when it comes to this business because I've got it going in a direction that I can see uh, greener pastures in my future. And I hope that you can too. And by sharing these life experiences, these business experiences, these customer experiences, these business to business experiences, we can help more people realize that the people that they see, I ain't special. And if I could do it, you could do it. And if the person that's in the shop tour video can do it, then you can do it. And if you're the person watching this right now, you can do this. We ain't rocket scientists. We ain't doctors. We ain't lawyers. We ain't 5-star generals out here. We're just regular people out here going after our dreams and our goals through the vehicle of the green industry, no matter what it may be. So this is encouragement. I appreciate all the love and all the love that you share if you're someone who reaches out to me, if you're a person that's watching right now, and if you're a person that's listening in the future, right? This is what we do this for, specifically for you through the experiences of myself and the experiences of people who come on to share their stories on the show. So I hope that you enjoyed the show tonight. If you did, do me a favor, head over to Apple or Spotify or wherever you listen to your podcast app. Or if you're watching this on the YouTubes, leave a comment down below and let me know one thing that you got good out of this. And if you're going to leave a podcast review, please leave a sentence or two to let people know what they're going to get, man. And if you feel like there's some way I can get better, because we always want to get better for you, we want to give you the things that you need to be able to win in your life, in business, in life, in relationship, in spirituality, all of those different things. That's what this show is all about. So do me a favor and leave those reviews. I really appreciate it. We got to get here to the last shot. I don't even need to write it down. But this has been an amazing show tonight. I hope that you guys got something from it. I hope that you'll use some of these methods that I have been using and that everyone has been using. If you already heard these 5 things, it's because there's no originality. People have been doing the same things for thousands of years. So I don't think that I'm blazing some new trail. These are the things that have worked for me. These are the things that have worked for other people that I seen when I first got in here in the game. And this is what I'm trying to use to help you to get in the game, stay in the game, and thrive in the game and make sure you're hitting those winning shots. And so the last shot of this day is to use those methods, the 5 methods, man. Use them that we talked about, which are Facebook social media posts, word of mouth, knocking on doors, using print marketing, yard signs, door hangers, cards, whether they're on your phone or they're on physical, actual cards. Um, and last but certainly not least, getting on Google. That's gonna be such a big asset for you, is to get on Google. So the last shot is to do at least, at least get on Google. But I would encourage you to try all of those different ways when it comes to getting new customers, because then you can take it wherever you want, right? Whatever one works best for you, I encourage you to use that one the most because it's paying off dividends, right? And this is why I advocate for Google, is because it's been the best thing for me. So the last shot is for you to get on Google, but overall to use those 5 methods so that you can be a success in your lawn care business. If you're interested in joining the show anytime soon, do me a favor, hit me up at Mac underscore landscaping 412 on Instagram and let me know that you want to be a guest on the Attack with Mac. I'll give you how we do everything here. I would love to hear your story. You can email me at Mac landscaping412 at gmail.com and give me your first and your last name. Let me know what you want to talk about. Don't forget, you can join Lightbringer University, which will be coming here real soon. If you want to get on the waiting list for that, all you got to do is DM me at Mac underscore landscaping 412 or email me at maclandscaping412 at gmail.com. That's Mac underscore landscaping 412 on Instagram or maclandscaping412 at gmail.com. Let me know that you want to get on the show. We would love to hear your story so that you can see that torch that's right behind me right now. And you could be that torch bearer that's helping other people to get on the path to entrepreneurship and getting out here and changing their life, not just for themselves, but for their families, for the future, for the world, most importantly, for God. As always, I love you. I appreciate you, and I wish you nothing but success. And now remember, the creator created you to be creative. So get out there and create whatever you want in your life. Because I'm out. Peace.